healthy zealots, and these are very weak zealots, so these guys are going to have to retreat once again. And up here we have a probe coming in. This pylon's still untouched, and this is going to be big. We do have no income coming in at the moment for the blue player, and his probes have run up here, and it looks like he is going to take, or attempt to take, the gold expansion of his own. Zealots still running around, but they did look like they managed to take out one, or did one run away? One did run away and is going up to that gold expansion. They may all be heading that way. No, they turn around to fight 4 weakened zealots against 3 full-powered zealots. But still, I do not believe that's going to be a smart move. But this one zealot's going to come in, try to do some damage to the gold expansion, still chrono boosting out those probes, taking a quick look at the units. He is still behind on probes, 13 to 11. And here come these probes, and this is why you got to use every little unit you can, trying to take out that zealot. And that, I mean, this would really be pretty big, because this would narrow the zealots back to 3-3. And he does do that, so it is, again, 3-3 on the zealot count, 13 probes to 11 probes. This nexus at the gold expansion is just about up, and these guys are just running around trying to get their shields are recharged, so that should be a little bit of a benefit. But still, just playing a little bit of ring around the rosy here. And we do have a pylon coming up here, and this pylon is just finishing, trying to power up these buildings again for blue. And I have to say that being able to keep this nexus here has just been keeping blue in the game. And we do have this nexus reappearing at the main base for red, and all of a sudden we have a little 2 base here. Both have a gold expansion, both have their main base, but just being able to hold on to this nexus whole game has just been a boon for the blue player. But he is going to run back in, and at least he is going to get some nice scouting and see that these buildings are all powered up again, and that is not going to be good for the red player. I'm going to try to do some damage, but not really much of anything, and this is almost probably just a great tactic. You know, I would think that, I mean, just keeping those zealots busy while he can re-up his probe count here. Blue is still ahead on the probes, and this nexus is not doing much, but the gold expansion for blue is underway as well. We do have more zealots coming underway for the blue player. And again, it's just more ring around the rosy here, but this stalker will slowly but surely take down this zealot if the hunt continues. Just a little bit faster than that zealot there. Running back to the gold expansion, but will they just continue to play the ring around the rosy game, trying to keep the units busy? One zealot falls, and he's going to lead them right to the gold expansion, which may not be the best choice. We'll see if they continue to fall. No, they do choose to come back in. But all of a sudden, we have more zealots warping in, and these probes are going to continue their assault. Be damned, economy. They're going to take down these units, and all of a sudden red is right back in it here, taking down these stalkers. Very interesting game. But yeah, it looks like they're slowly powering up their buildings. Red is a little behind because he took more damage in the beginning, but he does look to have his 4 warp gates all back against the 3 warp gates of the blue player. I do not believe there's a cybernetics core. There it is. So it's going to be zealots only for the red player, while the blue player can get stalkers and sentries at this point in time. That probe's going to see these guys coming in. Going to have ourselves a little battle down here as well. With the stalkers might be enough just to get the edge there, and they are indeed forcing the zealots to retreat. But over here we have more zealots coming in from the backside as well. Oh, this game is intense. Alright, so we have more zealots coming in. Again, another quick look at the unit count. We have 10 zealots for the red player to the 5 zealots and 2 stalkers for the blue player. They're going to check to make sure there's nothing going on there. I'm not sure if the red player is aware. He is not aware of that gold expansion. That could be his undoing in the end there. Another quick look at the income. Blue is, you know, slightly ahead, and he does have the gas, but really, red does not need gas at this point until he gets that cybernetics core finished, and he does. Stargates coming in. This could be the turning tide of the entire game if he manages to hold it off. But let's take a quick look over here. We do have gateway, forge. So blue player opting to go mass gateways here may not be a bad choice with the gold expansion. But if the red player starts going void rays, zealots are not going to do much. So it looks like red player's opting just to try to hold out long enough to get those stargates up and this could get interesting real fast. We do have a nice little protoss shields upgrade coming in. That's always nice to see for the blue player. Down here we have a little attack going on here. I'm not sure if he's just going to sacrifice this base. No, Zealots, they are just going to fall back. They do have some stalkers underway as well. And that is going to be enough units to cause blue to fall back. Another quick look at the stargates. We do have 2 phoenixes underway, which is an interesting choice. We'll be able to lift up those units. Might not have enough gas to start pumping out void rays at this point in time. And it looks like red continues to fall back. Blue's going to come back, try to take out this gold expansion. It's something he's going to have to do quickly. And finally we're starting to see more than just minor skirmishes. There's a lot of units on the ground here now. We have 13 Zealots as they fall. And this big battle, the Zealots come in. We got a nice round of these Stalkers. These Zealots are just kind of trying to take out these Zealots. I don't know, retreating on one side and falling back to the base. This is nice placement here so they can warp right down into the battle. More Zealots coming underway. The army is split up down here. We have these Stalkers and Zealots, but these Zealots look like they're just going to fall. So we've seen this here. Oh no, but instead it looks like they're going to turn around, and these red does have to retreat. Oh, 1 hit point for that Zealot. But they're going to try to go in, and this gold expansion does fall. That is just a huge loss for the red player. But there comes the first void ray. And there are a couple phoenixes on the field there. They are flying about. I'm not sure if the blue player saw them yet. Taking a quick look at the production tab. Another void ray and Zealot underway. We do have Zealot speed underway for blue as well. So now we're just starting to look like we're falling into normal game here, but the blue still completely unchecked gold expansion. And lots of stalkers here, which should be enough to deal with these couple phoenixes that are out on the table right now. And that void ray coming in. Now looks like we're going to have a flanking attack. Zealots coming in the bottom, stalkers from the top. Looks like he's coming in for a killing blow. I'm not sure if these phoenixes are going to be enough to turn the tide. And they're over here. Are they going to lift? They're not going to do anything at this moment. They might just get taken. They are going to lift a couple stalkers into the air. But I don't know. I don't think this is going to be enough. The blue army is just a little too much for red at this point in time. Void Ray is finished, not coming into the battle yet. These Zealots need to come in. There's a force field. That might be enough to hold off for now. But I think they can still sneak into the side here. If they can. Whoop, 1 little stalker sneaks in just to get blown to smithereens. Blue is falling back for now, but plenty of reinforcements are coming in. This is not looking good. At the income, red is just down way too much. Blue is going about 3 times over what the red player is making right now. And he is going to come in. Looks to be the final assault. This poor Phoenix just gets exploded to the stalkers. And this Void Ray looks like he's going to try to do some attacking on the base, but these blue army is coming in and holding back. Not much is going to be able to stop this. Zealot speed finished. Blink underway. And even a couple Void Rays finally coming in now. Looks like 3 Void Rays coming in for the blue player. And it's not looking good for the red player. And it all comes down to this, that taking of the gold expansion really put the red player behind. The Stargates was a nice attempt. The Phoenixes may not have been the best choice possible to combat this stalker-heavy, gateway-heavy army. But still, he's still managed to put up a little bit of a fight. We do have the 4 stalkers able to put off these units here. They're holding back. Now it's just 4 to 4. We have 1 Zealot and Mineral Line, more warping in. Might be able to hold this off. It's going to be really close. Stalkers, we do have 4 against 3 now. 1 Zealot. The Stalker sitting back. He needs to get into the battle. But blue is running away. But now this could be the killing strike with the 2nd gold expansion coming down for blue. The Zealot's there. Looks like he's just biding his time. And right here, we have a Void Ray and a couple Phoenixes coming in. And this just might be it for the red player. All he has on the table are 4 Stalkers against 12 Zealots, 3 Stalkers, 3 Void Rays, and 2 Phoenixes. It is not looking good at all, folks. It's only a matter of time at this point until the red player falls. 1 Stalker coming in, and 1 Sentry. If he can try to hold off his ramp here, that might be just enough time to throw down a force field, but it's not going to happen as the blue army marches in. The Zealot speed is just going to get a very quick surround. And down at the bottom, we do see the air units flying in. A couple Phoenixes. taking their phoenixes down. A little phoenix battle in the air, but these zealots are just overwhelming the base. Stalkers coming in, and that, I would imagine, would be GG at some point in time. Just waiting for it to pop up here. As the zealots just crush the minerals. There's the GG. That looks to be game. That was a really fun game. A nice little skirmishing battle going on there at the beginning with a double rush. And a nice recovery with the gold expansions and the retaking of their main bases. I hope you guys enjoyed that game. Thanks again. If you have any replays you like, please send them my way to jaybirdsstarcraft@gmail.com. And please subscribe if you like what you see. Other than that, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.